This is CT, and it is 7:55 p.m. Eastern Time. This new tower challenge started. Basically, it started since yesterday. Sorry. The prize character is Cri-kee, and where I am right now is like 20 out of 35. I have no idea why it is like a lot right over here with the with what you have to get, how many things you have to collect in order to get the prize character. So yeah, right now I'm like 56 in the rankings, and yeah. I also wanted to talk about something else. Regarding a certain situation, like is that's in talks right now, in like in politics and stuff like that. Something really bothersome with the MAGA hat students, and the Native American and stuff. That situation that everyone is like familiar with. Basically, I'm not gonna get into it right now, but I'm just trying to like figure some things out in order to talk about that stuff. So yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna go on about it, but I will definitely post up something with that, because it's just okay. Let me just say a little bit about it, right? I mean, the way how it started and stuff like that. I mean, this thing was like on the news, like on CNN and whatever. They didn't like really they didn't really have like the full video of it, just like a point to where it just leads up with this student and this Native American elderly. And yeah, so like that's what that video showed and stuff like that. And going about that whole thing, it you could definitely already tell that it was taken out of context. And what happened was that we just needed more info and whatever, so like more things to surface, more things to say, well, okay, this is it. So my thing about the whole situation is that all of them were wrong. Okay, this so I mean, day after day, new information, things like that started surfacing and whatever. But I knew for a fact when I first saw that, I knew there had to be like a full content video, in that whole thing, which was about like a 2-hour video. And I'm gonna like, I'm like on my Facebook, and I'm like talking to this one dude who's basically like siding with the students. But for me, I'm like, no, all parties right there were definitely wrong and everything like that. That's how I feel about that situation or whatever. And I'm gonna cover that like later on, until like I like I'm gonna put in my piece of it, my like what I think about the whole thing. Because there's been like death threats to that, the student and stuff. There's been a lot of things that's been talking about. So I already have like the full, thing about it. I just wanted to share my, my, my opinion, of the whole thing. And yeah, so I'm trying to figure some things out with, how to go on about doing that. And well, right now, anyways, with this right here is that this thing right here is, is just that I'm just trying to like get this character, so how many more days do we have? Okay, so chapter 1, we got 3 more days, 13 hours. All right. So there's still a lot of time. I like One thing I do like is seeing the amount of characters that I can do. Like, this is cool right here in the middle. You have like Mickey Mouse and Peter Pan characters to choose from. As well, no, I do not have John Darling, not yet, anyways. I wish he would be unlockable right now because I could definitely use his help in this tower challenge. Um, so yeah. Anyways, like you have a whole list, a full list of characters to even get this prize character, Cri-kee, and so like there's no excuse. Like, each of these things will be like ending in an hour, um, stuff like that. So that's cool. Like where I am right now, in order to get in the character. I mean, I might have to use some gems in order to get further by. Depending on how my day goes, how my schedule is, and everything. I mean, today I was basically like cleaning my yard and stuff like that. I got a notice, and I got a notice like last week, and I decided to do it like yesterday, but couldn't finish it. And I was just basically using the pressure washer and all that stuff, going about that whole thing. Like, it was, yeah. So I made sure like I got the work done. My clothes and everything was damped and stuff with the water and everything, and I was all like, damn it, you know. But yeah, I don't know if I'm like sounding any different from how it was. Like, I probably sound like I'm a little bit like sick, if anything. I'm not sure. But yeah. Um. Anyways, that's just how my day went. So I don't know I'm not sure what tomorrow is gonna hold. For me, but definitely I'm just trying to get ahead. In this game. I need to catch up on like the Disney Hero games. I played the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster thing on the mobile app. Um, and they had recently released Obelisk the Tormentor, and I was like, oh yeah, man, I gotta get this guy, right? And it was like something to do with like Ishizu, like a different version of her. This was kind of like a one-time thing, and basically what that whole is that like she had the Obelisk Torment in her deck and stuff, and she never gotten the chance to use it, but like I mean I had like Yugi as my character, and I beat her, and then they showed like some kind of like scene about how Kaiba defeated Ishizu. Like like, okay, well, is that Blue Eyes White Dragon was the answer to his prayers in order to beat her and all that. Yeah, so there was that, and a little like, yeah, so it was like something like a little special right there. And I mean, I don't know, I kind of had a little trouble playing the game a little bit, just the Yu-Gi-Oh game. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble. I had a bit of trouble like trying to find him. I thought he was going to be in my deck, but no, I had to obtain him somewhere else. And yeah, so I was kind of like wrestling with that, being like, okay, well, I forgot about that. And when my return to Disney Heroes and stuff like that, since I haven't played it in a while, I'm trying to get back into it. There's this new thing. It has like Darkwing Duck right now. I've been kicked out of the I've been kicked out of the lead, the group that I was in. It was like an Incredibles group. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to that. I'm just trying to like level up as much as possible. I didn't know that they changed the rules around that. Around then, like that. They're in their 70s and stuff. So that was pretty crazy. I didn't think it was gonna like change that fast. I thought it was gonna. I thought it would change like right at like around this time, not when I stopped playing. So yeah, I mean I couldn't get around to it though because I was away and everything, and I couldn't do anything else. But yeah, so I'm trying to like slowly get back into a lot of things and whatever, as it is. Trying to I haven't really been playing all that of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius all that much. Um, I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking about quitting it. Quitting the game for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like too much to do. You can't get any break. You can't. It's like way too many powerful people coming out. New things and stuff like that. I mean, it's cool right now, but it's kind of like you wish you had this thing already. I don't know how to keep up with that. With all that stuff. I'm not even sure. I'm trying my best, but the only thing I just go in the game for is to do my daily, not everything, but just like, get some, cash, like something like that. Get something that treasure thing or whatever in the store. Get the character, the daily reward characters and stuff, whoever it may be, that little gamble right there, just getting that stuff. And that's just all I've been doing so far. I mean, I skipped a few days. They had Sora as a character from Kingdom Hearts. I did not, I would have spent money, but I was like, no, it's not worth it to get the blues in that. It wasn't worth it or anything like that. It wasn't worth my time. Um, and I'm doing other things like in DCUO. So yeah, I mean, I need to, like I mentioned in my previous video, like I need to save up like a lot of money, try to spend less and stuff like that. I need to be good with on cash and whatever at this point. Um, so yeah, it's just like this sort of thing that I got going on. Like I just gotta get it. I gotta keep up and whatever, and that's just destroying me right now. I'm trying to like trying to make some certain changes for myself, like in 2019, and try to better myself. See how this year goes. Um, then and just trying to do things for my benefit and not someone else's. Um, and yeah. So anyways, I've been talking for quite a bit. I'm just gonna cut, let you guys go. And all right. So thanks for listening.